You guys have any idea how hard it is to make food while you film yourself making food? Okay. Today's going to be a fun day because we have been given permission to go look at our retreat house. We're running a retreat in October in Oak Creek Canyon in Sedona. It's, to me, the most magical location you could choose. It's just beautiful ponderosa pines and these canyon walls, and there's a pretty river running through it. And the house that we have for the retreat is, in the photos, looks amazing. So you guys are gonna come along for the ride as Renee and I check out the house and get ourselves prepared to run the retreat. Most of you guys know my story by now, but that stuff you just saw me take is for supporting your detox pathways. Lymphactive helps the lymphatic system. KL support kidneys, livers. Those are the things that are helping your body filter out toxins. And the CT biotic, it's a good probiotic. I think that it has Saccharomyces boulardii in it, which is supposed to also help on the sort of toxin removal front. I also take a binder that I didn't show. So that is pretty normal practice. I've kind of gone through different layers of detoxification. It started with when we discovered mold in my condo in 2022, moved to Arizona, ended up doing half of the Shoemaker protocol. I made it all the way to the cholestyramine, if you're familiar with the Shoemaker protocol. And then I just had this intuitive sense that there's another pathogen at play. So in 23, I worked pretty much the whole year, sort of on and off, alter my diet on parasite cleansing, which was a pretty eye-opening experience. Removed several biofilms from my body and immediately had an improvement in my symptoms. And I'm actually going to see a naturopath later this week to hopefully continue on that detox journey. My hunch is that I've got potentially, well, I think Candida plays a role, but I think there's some sort of bacterial infection, maybe Lyme, maybe a co-infection that my body's still dealing with, because I am still having a lot of digestive symptoms and kind of on and off low energy and tightness in my head. You can even probably hear it. I sometimes get that in my sinuses. So still very much on my healing journey. But I'm not letting that get in the way of what I'm trying to build. So like I said earlier, we're going to check out that retreat house. The idea of the retreats, some of you probably know that I do coaching. More specifically, I call it soul guidance. So the idea is to really help people get into alignment with the purest version of themselves so they can experience their lives on a level that is most meaningful and feels right. So in doing that coaching work, I've had a great time doing one-on-one sessions, mostly via Zoom, but I've also felt this strong pull to be doing in-person work. I'm a breathwork practitioner. I do ceremonial breathwork journeys for people. Those don't really translate that well online, and doing them in person is incredible and transformative. So I had in my intentions for a long time, like, oh, it'd be really cool to run retreats. But I just wasn't really taking the action to make that real. You know, it was a dream, but not a manifested reality. And I wrote this on my threads the other day. I said, life becomes more meaningful when you start doing the things you've been meaning to do. So earlier this summer, I kind of just took my own medicine there and found the most beautiful place I could in Oak Creek Canyon, and I booked it. And all of a sudden now, it was time to run a retreat and tell people about it and invite them along. So it's so interesting how far we think we are from our dreams or our goals, but a lot of that is just because we have little fears standing in the way that keep us from taking the first action that sets us into motion. So for me, it was booking that place. Place is booked. We've actually already got the retreat half full, which is exciting. And today I'll shoot a little content there that you guys are gonna see. hates being on camera, so I don't get.
I'm like, not.
You look great. She just got out of a massage. I want you to explain to the folks at home how you found out about the retreat.
You just told me it was happening. You said I booked this Airbnb in the canyon for these dates.
And we're doing this retreat.
And we're doing this retreat.
It was kind of one of those things where I just had this feeling. I'm like, don't even ask Renee, because Renee's really good at like execution and like making a plan. But sometimes like knowing that she's that good and like that much of a perfectionist will keep her from doing the action. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I don't like jumping in before I know like everything's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. And I'm a lot like that too, but part of me just going ahead and booking it, not even asking her, was like, I think I need to reshape that relationship a little bit. So I was like, all right, hey.
I think I need to push her off the cliff.
Yeah. And I really need her to be part of it because she is so good at creating structure and creating the right feel in the space. So yeah, it's fun for us to team up on this thing and dive into it.
Castle Creek.
Here we are. Hello. How are you? We're here to see Isabel. There was a little mix-up, I think, with the booker. There's still people staying at the place, so I'm unfortunately not going to be able to show you the inside of the cabin castle that we're staying in. But maybe I can, huh?
But it's beautiful.
It's very nice. I mean, you gotta trust me here. I'll put some photos from the listing, I guess, to show you. But we're down around the outside of it right now. Just checking out there's 8 acres back here that you can just hike around on. So look above Renee's head here, guys. Got the canyon walls right there. Well, mission sort of accomplished. We got to see the place.
It'll give us
You got to keep watching the videos because you can see, you'll see the inside eventually.